an auto steer issue that can lead to more crashes. So let's take a look at Tesla and how their recall has actually affected their stock. So if you haven't heard, back on December 7th, Tesla is recalling over 2 million of their vehicles. 2 million. So it has to affect their stocks, right? Well, let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm going to show you how to evaluate stocks based on the news and what are the two major things that can make a stock drop fast or spike fast. Let's get into it. So they're recalling their Model S 2016 to 2023, their Model X from 2017 to 2023, their Model 3 and 2020 to 2023 Model Y vehicles equipped with all of these versions of auto steering leading up to December 7th of 2023, just over a week ago. So all of these recalls, pretty much all of their vehicles since they've existed and put out their first vehicle into the public has recalled. So this has to drop their stock, right? Let's take a look at the charts. All right, so we're looking at the Tesla chart on the daily time frame. So remember I said December 7th. So let's look at the December 7th candle, which is right here. So this white candle right here, which is normally green on most charts. So you should expect a decline, something like that, when you have over 2 million vehicles have a recall, right? Don't you think that investors will say, oh no, all of these cars are recalling, there should be a decline? But not at all. Vehicles have recalls all the time. In fact, there's been over 23 million recalls in the world since 2023 and doesn't really affect their stock. So this is not anything major that will actually affect a stock, but there are two major things that will affect a stock price, either declining or increasing in price. And I'm going to go over that really quickly here. So Tesla is still in good standing, and guess what? They're still climbing. So if you're new to trading stocks, recalls on vehicles aren't really huge because they have them all the time. However, two things I'm going to point out that are really huge. Number one, the words of a CEO can make an impact on the decline or the increase of a stock. And number two, the earnings report. Let's go over this here. Let me show you exactly what Elon Musk tweeted back in May 1st of 2020. Elon Musk tweeted that his company's shares are priced too high. Now, you have the CEO, a billionaire of a large corporation, a billionaire, saying that his stocks are priced too high. As soon as he said that, stocks dropped more than 12% on that Friday close. Let me show you that chart. All right, so here's the May 1st chart here on that Friday, and here's April 30th right before that, or April 29th here. So if I get my measuring tool from the top here of that previous day to when he tweeted, it dropped 12.29%, give or take, just from saying that his stocks was priced too high. So if he's going to say that, you're going to have a dump of people releasing and selling their stocks because they feel like the stock is priced too high. So if it's priced too high and the CEO says that, they're going to release and sell their stocks. And guess what? Stocks have plummeted in 2 days over 12%. So this is all strategic. So look at this here. Just a day before, he had a positive earnings report. This is green, meaning that his earnings report came in really good. So why would he say his stocks is overpriced when he just had a positive earnings report, meaning that all of his numbers had came in positive here? Why would he say that? It's all business tactic, and he's a billionaire. He knows exactly what he's doing. So we have price right here, shot to the upside during the earnings report. It even increased right after the earnings report. And right here is when it started to plummet. And then his negative talk saying that his stocks was too high dropped it even further. So he knows that if people are buying, including himself, because he's an investor in his own program, he needs to buy when price is on sale. And when is price on sale? Price is on sale right here. We're price action traders, and we look left for clues to determine where price may go before it heads to the upside. So we can see all right here, we see this gap up right here, and we can see all right here is where price is at a support zone. And he took personally price come down here to support just to set up his buyers. Those who know what price action is all about, including himself, had entered and bought more stocks at this area right here. So if you're a smart business person, your words will affect your company, whether positive or negative. And most of the times when they're saying something about their own company, it's a strategic move. Why would anyone say that their shares are priced too high? If you're a company, you want your shares to continue to grow if you're a smart CEO. So there's no reason for me to say that my shares are priced too high unless there's a strategic move. And this is the strategic move here. Price came down. And when you want to bring in more investors, you want price to come down at support so that it can bring in more investors. And guess what? As soon as I move my chart over to the right, we can see price start to decrease, and not just increase a little bit, but heavily, right? You got in at the best price and it increased significantly. So I can go ahead and get my measuring tool from this support zone all the way to this peak here, and looking at it here, let me grab it again, and looking at it right here from this to this peak here, at a 70-day move, we have over 165% growth. I think he knew exactly what he was talking about. He knew exactly what he was doing. So again, the two things that will affect a stock is the words of a CEO, maybe the CFO, or those who are in charge of a company. And two, the earnings report. Okay. Your earnings report is based on what you've earned for the year or for the quarter, right? So you have annual earnings report, quarterly earnings report, and you want to make sure that you're in the green, and that will keep your company in the green as well. So guys, let me know if you're new to stocks, if this was an aha moment for you. And with stocks, you want to still pay attention to the news like the war or things like that that can affect your stock price when you're investing or trading. However, you specifically want to see what the CEO is saying, and you want to make sure that you either stay away from the earnings report on that day or know exactly what you're doing when these earnings report come out, right? So on TradingView, I love TradingView because it gives you the earnings report here, the dates. And when you click on it, it tells you their numbers, whether it's positive or negative. And then you can find out when the next earnings report comes. So we can see that the next earnings report for Tesla is on January 24th, 2024. It's purple, and that means that it's coming out in the future. I can go back in the past, and the earnings report here was red, meaning that they didn't have a good earnings report. Their numbers came in negative, and you can clearly see on that day, price dropped right here or plummeted, right? So we can see that. Let's go back one more time and let's just find a green report here. So if I go up here, we can see how this candle was white or green in your case. We can see price dropped here, and as soon as the earnings report came in positive, price risen almost immediately. Guys, that's all I wanted to present. Let me know what you think about this. Give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to join our Discord group down below. This is a beginner-friendly Discord group. A lot of people who are new to stocks or just want to learn the basics of stocks, and we're going to get into it deeper as we progress in time. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video to those who have no clue about stocks or just want to learn, right? This is a beginner-friendly page. And that being said, I will see you in the next video. God bless.